Oh hey, Yoimiya's banner's been out for a while. Does that say 15 days? So like 15 days till... Oh shit! Alright, it's been a small minute, but it's time to get back on the grind before 3.0 comes out. So welcome back, suckers! This is every character in Genshin Impact. Pyro the hell's that? Hey. Hello? Hey! Hey! Hello? Hey, excuse me! Hey! Hey! Stop! Bad! Go on. Shoo! Get your funky beats out of here. Okay? Alright? Bye-bye. I'll get to you later. Okay? As I was saying, this is every Genshin Impact character before 3.0. Pyro Edition. Thoma. Whatever. The Kamisato clan's housekeeper. But if you ask me, this man is so much more than your hot butler. Oh boy. This dude knows how to fight, and he very much sees himself as a close friend to Ayaka. Well, I don't think he sees himself. I'm pretty sure they're both pretty close friends. This dude's actually from Mondstadt, and to be frank, he misses his homeland quite a bit. He rocks the polearm as his main weapon, and his main role is a sub-DPS shielder. Now, comparing this dude to Xingqiu, many people are kind of iffy about his sub-DPS capabilities, as he doesn't really focus on doing damage, but applying the pyro element constantly while putting his shield up. His fashion's nice, applying some sort of vest that's been cut off by his arms a little bit. I don't know, this looks interesting. And he rocks some big shoes and a metal headpiece. I don't know what this is. 7 out of 10 fashion. Pretty nice. B tier. Yoimiya, the owner of the Naganohara fireworks. She's the queen of summer festivals in Inazuma, and her beautiful display of craftsmanship with her fireworks. She's a main DPS character with the bow as her main source of damage. I remember when she first came out, we saw her charge shot having a special effect similar to Ganyu, where if you charged it, it would have done something like an extra effect. For her, it's 3 sparks that homing on the enemy, doing damage and all. But funny thing is, Yoimiya is supposed to be a main DPS, but if you compared her to Ganyu, whose kit is mainly a support role, Ganyu probably does a lot more damage than her. Her fashion's pretty nice though. Look at that bow tie in the back of her outfit. Very nice, but is it comfortable for her to have bandages as underwear? I hope so. 8 out of 10 design. A tier damage. Yanfei, a legal advisor in Liya Harbor. She's part of Deptai. I mean, look at those horns. Or are they ears? I don't know what they are, but she's pretty cool to be honest. She has to settle court disputes with the prowess of a legal attorney. She uses a catalyst as her main weapon, but can I just say her attacks kind of feel like... Here we go! Yahoo! Anyways, her fashion's pretty cute, but is it me or does her attire look like a gesture? Like the people who are made to entertain some sort of higher royalty status. Though she's no joke. Get it? Joke? Gesture? Okay, I'm sorry. Her damage is pretty interesting, ranging between giant amounts of bursts with her charge shots in between her attacks, doing crazy amounts of damage. But she does even more with that C6, effectively increasing her damage to around 30 to 33% more. Not bad. She goes in, what tier? Yanfei. I don't know if she's an A tier or B tier. I mean, this is all biased, right? I mean, I made her do loads of damage with my artifacts and my weaponry. Not to mention the extra constellations. 8 out of 10 design though. Hu Tao, the 77th director of the Wangshan Funeral Parlor. Let's be real here. She's a freaking witch. Specializing in funeral cases, she works with spirits that have been long gone passed away. With the polearm as her main source of damage, she does damage. Like loads of damage. She's also pretty versatile with how you can build her, as she goes off of HP or pyro. Most of her damage is pyro, but you know. She scales insanely well with HP as her health is converted into said damage. And people who main her, they're a witch. 100% a witch. Because she's a witch, her design's cute, but rather basic. If you ask me, that hat is carrying her design a whole bunch. But she has a lot of aesthetics though. Those rings add a lot to it. 7 out of 10 design. S tier damage deal. Xinyan, Liuya is a rock and roll musician. She's super passionate about music and singing, and people find her weird because she's just different, which speaks a lot about her character. Even facing prejudice because of her punk look and crazy way of singing, she doesn't let that stop her one bit. If you ask me, if I was rating characters off of their stories alone, I'd easily give her an S tier, but I'm not. So she's a main DPS, sub DPS, shielder, elemental, bird. Look, she fits in a lot of roles, rocking the claymore, but mainly she's a If you play her as a main DPS, she's a freaking Beyblade. Now, though she's a pyro character, she's like Eula in the regards of physical damage dealer. Now, is she as strong as Eula? If Eula's the queen of physical damage, then Xinyan would be the royal captain of the kingdom. B tier damage dealer, 8 out of 10 design. She rocks the punk attire. Klee. Let me just read this correctly. She's an explosives expert. And she's a child that gets loads of timeouts by Jean. I'm sorry, Klee is, well, she's a child that's a terrorist. An explosives expert. This kind of sounds like someone. She uses a catalyst as her main source of weaponry, and she throws grenades as her weapon, and a laser beam for a charged shot? I don't even know where to begin with this character. Her outfit's kind of meh. That backpack carries most of that design, as well as her hat. She's a freaking terror! 5 out of 10 design. I'm bored. B tier damage dealer, or sub DPS. I don't know what else to say about her. Diluc, the head of the Tycoon Winery Empire in Mondstadt. He's also an ex-Favonius guard. Alright, say it with me now. Power creeps. Right, when Hu Tao came around, she literally became the main pyro damage dealer in the game, doing so much more damage than Diluc, and I feel bad for him. Not many people kinda play him that much anymore, they kinda forgot about him. But because of that skin that came out for him, by the way, it's the first 5-star skin, loads of people started coming back to him. I won't lie though, that playstyle of his is pretty fun to mess around with. He rocks the claymore. His base skin style is, well, I'm honestly confused here. It reminds me of a pirate of wine?
You poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
What can I say? I can't help but say that it does look really nice. I feel like the fashion's cool. It's just, I'm kind of confused what's going on here. Like, I don't get it. It's really nice though. 9 out of 10 design. The 5-star skin though, 10 out of 10 design. I don't even know where to put him. I'm just gonna... There you go. That works. Bennett. An adventurer from Mondstadt, though I will say he probably has the worst luck in video games I've ever seen in a while. Seriously. Except for one. Anyways, Bennett rocks a sword as his main form of damage, and, well, he has 2 major roles in Genshin. He's a healer and a damage buffer, arguably the most important support categories in Genshin alone. So, when you tell me that there's a character that does both, and that he does them both extremely well, look, for all the bad luck he's been getting all the time, he makes our comps feel like we're hitting jackpot in the damage numbers. Seriously, I cannot stress how amazing he is with healing and damage buffing. But there's one thing, his style is all over the place for me. I don't know what I'm looking at here, to be honest. I'm really confused. He has scars on him. Those goggles look nice. That belt and his pants are all clattered to the wazoo. There's a lot on him. Lots of gadgetry too. I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10 on the design. It's a little messy, but I like it. I rate him... Hold on. Xiangling, the renowned chef in Liuya. She's a free pyro character upon completing a certain part of Spiral Abyss. And for a free 4-star character, she's good. That elemental burst is something that is phenomenal when having some sort of burst DPS throughout fighting. She rocks the polearm as her weapon, and I'll just say, she's usually played as a main DPS or a sub DPS. That elemental burst really does carry her weight in the damage compartment. And can we just agree that Guoba's backstory was something we were not expecting? You're telling me that this cute son of a gun is a freaking god or an ex-god? Excuse me? This thing? What? Hello? Her design's pretty plain. I'm not jumping out of my seat, but it is pretty cute. It's nice. Simplicity it's pretty good. Though I'm pretty sure her hair's a lot longer than I thought. That thing is braided and fashioned. 7 out of 10 design. A tier sub DPS.
Game!
Mother... fuck. Amber, the only outrider as of recording in the Knights of Favonius. Alright. Look, she's the first pyro character ever given to you when you first get into the game, and she rocks the bow as her main weapon. But everything about her, even her burst, is probably the most boring thing I've ever seen, to be honest. She's like the most boring character in the game, but the manga does make her a badass. Okay, overall she's a character with even some of the most niche skill sets in the game. That is if you have constellations, but then again, she's like a little better. Like a little. Just a little. This much. Maybe smaller? Smaller? Small. Okay, good. She also has a second outfit showing less but that's okay. 7 out of 10 design on both of them. Both are good. I give her a C tier. Actually, let me just... Okay, good. All right. That concludes this video. 3 more to go.
Outrider Amber reporting for duty.